What you got in here, Juge?
I made a fort.
You made a fort, huh?
Yeah. And it has paints in it as well. I really like painting.
Wow.
And there's like a mug that I pretend like I can like drink out of. And this is for potions.
Okay.
Yeah. I did get a potion. Where'd it go?
You got a broom? What's the broom for?
The broom, because I got this out of the old greenhouse. And it had a lot of spiders on it. And so I took the broom and I swept it all off.
What had spiders on it?
The chair.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got your little art table?
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
And this is where I brought all this stuff in.
Okay. You know, this is Miss Rose's basket. So we got to
really?
give that back.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Are you just going to hang out here for a while?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, it looks great. Have a good time.
Yep.
Okay, see you. The change in season is exhilarating. Can you feel it? I welcome it in the gardens, the home, and most certainly in the kitchen. Regardless of the season, when I need meat that we don't grow ourselves, I only buy from one place, Porter Road, and I'd like to thank them for sponsoring today's video. You can get 15% off your first order with Porter Road by visiting porterroad.com/Elliot Autumn. There's a link below. Porter Road works with trusted local farmers who raise animals the right way, humanely, on pasture, with no added hormones or antibiotics. I've shared with you a few of my favorite chicken and beef cuts that Porter Road offers, but I've yet to introduce you to their incredible pork line, the only pork that we enjoy. We don't raise our own pigs anymore, and I am so grateful that Porter Road is not only doing it, but doing it so well. Their pork is exceptional. It hits every quality standard box that I want to check with zero compromises. What we're doing here, from animal husbandry standards to the food standards, is top of the line. You can get 15% off your first order with Porter Road by visiting porterroad.com/Elliot Autumn. I always welcome the change of season in the kitchen, not because I get tired of eating particular foods in particular seasons, but because it invites us to try new things and go back to recipes that we've made loads of time but really enjoy. Pork belly is a perfect example of that. It's such a wonderful food for autumn and for winter, and it's one of our very favorite cuts of meat. And all it takes to make incredible pork belly is high quality pork, a beer or a cider, and some salt, and a little bit of time. So a few hours covered, low and slow in the oven, to be followed by some good salt and a hotter roasting at the end. And that is it. It is so simple and perfect. If you want a printable recipe with exact amounts, I'm going to put a link to that via our free newsletter below the video. Pork belly in the kitchen is simple and perfect. That's how I like my autumn kitchen.
When I see Mom focus on the camera,
After a season of wear and tear, I find it helpful to just take the time to reset the stage a bit for the next season. That means a lot of eating and sometimes a lot of scrubbing.
6,
Okay.
8, 9, 10.
Are you willing to help me to do the copper? Okay. They just get a little dusty, don't they? They're not too bad. I like them when they look like this, but let's go ahead and polish them up. What do you think, bud?
I think it's done a cool job.
You think so?
Watching this turn into like pinkish color.
Uh-huh.
I think it's pretty cool.
Getting it nice and polished up.
Are you filming me?
I think it's important to say this. I don't clean or reset the kitchen to be perfect. I do it so that the room can feel blessed and feel fruitful, feel ready for what's next. And for us, that means inviting life into the kitchen, not trying to keep life out of the kitchen. Family, food, firewood, it means that there's rarely a clean day to be had here anyway. If your kitchen is a bit used and a bit crusty too, take heart. Maybe that means we're doing something right. I was thinking that it's time for us to harvest our hops. Were you gonna do some painting? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to help harvest some hops?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know the hops, the big swags that we put over the windows in the kitchen. Every fall and winter we have them up. Yeah, the ones that smell like beer.
Oh! I love those! Let's go!
Are you at a place where you can help me to do that?
I'm ready.
Okay, sweet. All right, here we go. Okay, here are the hops. We don't always have a good hop year because sometimes we forget to water them as much as we should, but they are so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, it should be a good hop harvest.
How
Yeah.
do we get the one up high?
I'll have to get a ladder.
Yeah, because those are good
Yeah,
ones.
those are good ones up there. Yeah. But yeah, look
I
at
think
that.
I remember last year when we did a hop harvest. Did we do a hop harvest last year? I remember one time when we did a hop
Yeah.
harvest.
And you got in there is all that resin. It's all that yummy.
Smells like a good IPA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good stuff right there.
They're beautiful.
Okay.
Years ago, I got turned on to the tradition of hanging hops over the mantle, or in our case, the windows, each autumn. They're meant to represent the harvest and the bounty from the season, and they remain in our kitchen until spring when they're symbolically burned in a turning of seasons sort of ritual. It may seem a small and silly thing, and certainly a messy one, but it's a point of connection for us to the gardens all winter long, and a real sweet reminder of what we've received and what we have to look forward to in the coming year. Hops grow very well here in north central Washington, and I look forward to the swags each autumn. I love the way that the hops make the kitchen smell like freshly brewed beer for a few days while they dry. And I think that acts and traditions like this, they feel really important because they are. They connect us richly to the seasons, and this makes life more dynamic and more colorful, more enjoyable. Each season offers its own unique gifts and challenges, its flavors, its colors, its textures, and offerings. And to miss them because we're too busy to pay attention or simply not interested enough to care is a very big loss indeed. Look at that one. Look at it. Oh, wow. Here, I can grab it.
Got it?
Grab this guy.
Careful. Oh.
That is a hop harvest.
Now that is a hop garland.
That's a lot of hops. Are they gonna smell? Are they gonna make our house smell good?
It'll smell like beer for a little while.
Our house?
Yeah.
What? Well, I realize that these ones aren't quite green actually.
Okay, I'm gonna need some extra hands.
Yeah.
Quick, Juju, get on camera B.
All right.
Quick, Juju, quick. You just don't want to get some of the weight off here. Have you ever seen something so beautiful in all of your life?
Maybe.
If you've been following the channel, you know that when I share an Italian phrase, you're supposed to let me know what it means in the comments to be entered to win a signed copy of our cookbook. And here's your Italian phrase for this video. A tavola non si invecchia. And I'd like to think that the same is true for appreciating the seasons. You'll notice that the autumn kitchen looks much like the summer kitchen, though the crops and offerings of the season change. Now our harvest table is filled with chilies, dried rosemary, the last of the tomatoes and eggplants, and of course autumn's pears and apples, which grow in abundance here. We came home with 100 pounds of Bartlett pears from a friend's orchard last week, which meant that dehydrated pears and pear sauce were on the to-do list for the week. It's seasonal, only coming round for a few weeks each year. So the kitchen is tidy, a bit transformed, it's polished, and then immediately it goes back to work, as it should. You cut them, see how the core is up, and then you can just cut like a square around it. If you get a few seeds, it's not that big of a deal. And then, hold on, turn it over like this. Cut it into slices. Like that, about that thick. And then, they go over here. Oh my goodness.
George. Wow.